Alright, and welcome back. I'm going to be making a video about a new deck. I've been seeing a lot of gate decks in the 2020, standard 2020 right here. I've burned through these couple of wins a couple of times. It's a lot of fun. I think we're going to play some games in that mode today. So here's a rotation-proof gates deck. Yeah, let's dive in. So, what we got is 2 copies of Arboreal Grazer to put out the lands. And I really like this Gates deck. I've seen a lot of Gates decks laying around. Seen one YouTuber, he ran a bunch of Field of the Deads. And Golos is perfect for Gates. But yeah, he ran a bunch of Field of the Deads and stuff like that, draws. But like 28 lands, it's horrible. It's not good. Gates is rough on aggro decks anyway, but I've beaten a few aggro decks using this build. So yeah, Arboreal Grazer ×2 to help that turn 1, throw some more gates out. 4 Growth Spirals to help get some more gates on the field as quickly as possible. These are really good for aggro. We need those for any kind of aggro matchup, or else you're just dead in the water by turn 4. 4 Gatebreaker Rams, of course. You can't make a Gates deck without a great Gatebreaker Ram. 3 Guild Summits for card draw. I've won a lot of games without landing any Guild Summits, and for some reason they don't like drawing sometimes. I don't know why. 4 Gates Ablaze for clearing the board. And we put 3 Teferis. Why? We'll get to that. 4 Circuitous Routes, a Golos, Tireless Pilgrim. Now, I would really rather have 2 or 3 Golos in the deck so it shows up more often. But, as you can tell, I only have 1 copy of Golos. I haven't really made a whole lot of decks around Golos, and I haven't bothered using that. And no more rares. So, yeah, Golos. In fact, I wonder if we can go ahead and, I don't know how, I would really like some more Golos. It's 2020, right? I hate starting a matchup, opening a couple packs, but what kind of wild card would you just get? Another mythic, or no, it's like a uncommon, whatever. Another mythic, and we just need one more. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get that pack too. Bear with me here. Should have done this before recording, right? Yes, right. But, you know, whatever. Alright. So, like I said, I would rather have more Golos. So, here we go. Add another Golos. And we're going to take away a Wilderness Reclamation to keep it at 61. Alright, now, we've seen all these. Yeah, we're going to get back to the time Raveler. Alright, Circuitous Routes to put more gates out. Must have. Great card for gates. 2 Golos. Should make them pop up a little bit more often. 2 Archway Angels to gain life. Mid-game is wonderful. And 3 Gate Colossus and a bunch of gates with 2 Plazas of Harmonies. Now, Teferi Time Raveler. Wilderness Reclamation, Leyline of Anticipation. Cards you don't usually see in these gates decks. And I played against a couple of gates. I've seen some YouTubers and stuff like that. They're making gates, 2020 gates and stuff. And one thing I said to myself, why don't they use Leyline and Wilderness Reclamation? These cards are so good. Because if you start the game out with a Leyline of Anticipation, then all of these because instant speed. You plop down a Wilderness Reclamation with Leylines. If you've seen any of my videos, this combo right here is amazing because you can have 4 lands out, and then with the Wilderness Reclamation, now you have 8. Because at the end of your turn, you can tap all 4 of your lands, resolve the Wilderness Reclamation, and now you have 8 that you can cast anything at instant speed at the end of your turn. So it really ramps up your mana. Plus, it makes everything in flash. So, Gates Ablaze, well, now you have it at flash speed. So you can wait until your opponent plays, a bunch of creatures and stuff. Gates Ablaze, wipe the board, shut them down that whole turn. Gatebreaker Ram, amazing card at instant speed. Imagine putting down a 7/7, 8/8 when an opponent attacks in. They think you don't have anything, then you plop down a Gatebreaker Ram, you destroy the biggest creature he has. It's so brutal, so devastating. Plus, Archway Angel, turns out it's pretty good at instant speed. They summon a flyer in, and you plop down your Archway Angel on their turn, you gain a shit ton of health. Just demoralizes the hell out of them. Gate Colossus, just like Gatebreaker Ram, putting down an 8/8 in front of one of their attackers without them expecting it is amazing. But the thing that really made me want to do this combo in a Gates deck, Golos, Tireless, Pilgrim. So you put down Golos, Tireless, Pilgrim, and it's 7 mana to do his top 3 cards, right? Which isn't a big deal with Circuitous Routes and Growth Spiral and Arboreal Grazer. You get that 7 mana out pretty fast. And even if you don't with these two, then you can wait until the end of your turn, and as long as you have 4 mana, which you're going to have for Wilderness Reclamation, well then now you have 8 mana with just 4 on the board. And you accumulate it all towards the end of your turn, and then you can cast that. Now, you're thinking, well, you can't cast that, you do that at the end of your turn. Well, now everything that Golos finds, aside from lands, can be casted for free at instant speed. And the amazing thing is, if you have 7 mana already, then you can activate Golos, play 3 cards. Then, for every Wilderness Reclamation you have on the field at the end of your turn, every time it resolves, you can tap him again, because guess what? His ability doesn't tap the card. You can cast it as long as you have the mana. So, you cast 3 cards, Wilderness Reclamation untaps, you cast another 3 cards for free. Then another Wilderness Reclamation untaps. You cast another for 3. And then, if you have 7 mana at the end of your turn, you just pass it on over to their turn. And then when they're playing, then you tap Golos again. You play another 3 cards right in their face. It's freaking bonkers, man. And then Teferi Time Raveler. You're wondering, why put Teferi Time Raveler in a Gates deck, right? Well, his +1 cast sorcery spells as though they have flash. If you don't have Leyline of Anticipation, it still allows you to play Gates at instant speed. The Gates Ablaze at instant speed, which is amazing. You can wipe the board so easy with that. Also, it allows you to play Circuitous Routes at instant speed. So say your opponent thinks that your Gatebreaker Ram is not big enough, and they're like, well, I can tear that up, so I'm just going to attack Teferi, right? Whoops. Play Circuitous Routes at instant speed, gain 2 more, then you can wipe them out. It's just so much value with this card in a Gates deck. Then you have the return, his -3. Everybody knows his -3. I don't have to explain the card to you. Sometimes I use this to bounce creatures, but most of the time, I use it to bounce Guild Summit. Because you can play this enchantment at instant speed with the Leylines of Anticipation. So, you get Teferi out, you bounce your Guild Summit, you untap all your lands with Wilderness Reclamation, you play your Guild Summit, you get all your stuff back, right? It's amazing. Or, you can bounce your Guild Summit, go to the end of your turn, tap all your mana, play your Guild Summit again, untap all the lands, boop, 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 draw a shit ton of cards. I don't know. Maybe I should just go into a game and show you how this deck works. When I was playing the standard 2020 matches with this deck, The first 4 games I burned right through, no problem. Got the experience. Called it a day. I went up against some aggro decks. I went up some other Gates decks. Had no problem with any of those. Went up against Grixis. Lost to a Grixis match. Now that's a matchup you should win, but when you don't draw Guild Summit and the opponent casts 4 Thought Erasures and a bunch and Nicol Bolas starts exiling and discarding your cards, it's hard to get things going. So, and I lost to one aggro deck because I did nothing but Mana Flood. And that is exactly why we're not running more than 24 lands. You know, people are like, well, you got to run a shit ton of lands in a Gates deck so you can buff them up, right? Well, 24 lands is good with 22 Gates. So that's plenty of lands. They tend to draw all right. I've still Mana Flooded with 24 lands. It's just horrendous. And Mana Flood happens. Sometimes you get Mana Starved. It happens. But I find it happens a lot less when you're not running half your deck as lands. And Field of the Dead does not belong in a Gates deck. Sometimes it helps because you get to pop out a couple of 2/2s, but honestly, when you're casting Rams at instant speed, you're casting Gate Colossuses at instant speed, you don't need zombies. You just don't need zombies. I did first start running this with some Bonds of Revival because I was worried that like removal might kill me, but no. Turns out removal's not that big of an issue. Ooh. I would like to have had an Arboreal Grazer, or at least a Growth Spiral in this. But I have 3, have my Guild Summit, have my Ley Lines, have my Gatebreaker, have a Wilderness Reclamation. I draw 1 more land, and we're off to the races. So, we're going to take this. This is pretty good. Boop. This deck is a lot of fun to play for a Gates deck. I never was a big fan of Gates, but this deck has changed it. I love this deck. Alright, yeah, Azorius, I don't know, brain melted right there for a second. It's all good. Do we do the Selesnya? I think we're gonna do the Plaza. We're gonna go ahead and get the Guild Summit out too. I thought somebody was in the room with me, but instead it's just the music in the background. Sounds like somebody put keys on the desk or something. I'm like, what the hell is that? Freaking me out, man. Oh, it's a Reanimator deck. A 2020 Reanimator deck. Yep, there's that bad boy. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and play this. And then we're gonna go ahead. No, we're not gonna play shit. Sometimes I forget about Leylines of Anticipation and I just start going in. Yeah, we don't want our Ram to die. We're gonna let him just dig a little bit. Hopefully he spends some mana here. He does. He does. Good. He's digging. He's digging. He doesn't have his shit. Yeah, he's discarding Ritual of Soots. That's amazing. That's what we want. Alright. Wilderness Reclamation. Throw that down. Oh. He's just gonna block and I'm gonna kill his shit. So we're not gonna go in yet. Resolve. And then we're gonna play another Wilderness Reclamation. Next turn's the value turn, boys. Next turn's the value turn. I'm worried about that Agent of Treachery. Here he comes. What's he gonna take? If he takes my Anticipation, that's probably the best choice. He's going to take, yep, the Leyline of Anticipation. Oh, that's brutal. Oh, and we draw into another one. How amazing is that? Whoop, whoop. Ooh, we got lucky there, boys. We got lucky there. We ain't gonna play shit yet. We're gonna tap this for whatever, doesn't matter. Resolve, play Golos. Resolve, Golos is on the field. We are going to get, we got blue, white, green, black. We need red. So yeah, Izzet draw that. Yes. Alright. We want the black. We want the red. We hit Golos. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, there's my Gates Ablaze, baby. There's my Gates Ablaze. Yeah, I know. It's going to wipe my Golos out. Oh, we got another one. Yes, sir. Gate Colossus. Archway Angel. Value, Kajayu. Super health. That's what I like to see. Do you understand now? Do you understand now? I'm going to the Gates Colossus and the Archway Angel. I'm not even worried about the Tone-Bound Lich now, buddy. Play our land. Boop. Put the stop in. Get us another Golos on the field. Yes. Taking action. At this point, we're just going to play a Plaza of Harmony. We got so many gates out right now. It doesn't even matter. Go ahead and ramp out. Get another one on the board. What? Yeah, we go all in. I got 2 Gatebreaker Rams. Ha! Yes! How's that for a Ram Slam? 20 damage. That's how this deck works. Honestly, I should just end the video right now because that was amazing. Exactly how this deck's supposed to work. So much value. So much. You see how Golos can go bonkers with the Leyline of Anticipation and Wilderness Reclamation? If you watch this video, hit the like button if you think, hell yeah, right? Oh, this is a super slow hand. We're gonna mulligan. Oh, that was even worse. Oh, I don't mulligan more than once though. We're just gonna have to deal with it. I guess the Gates Ablaze because we're not guaranteed a red mana. Oh, this is gonna be a rough. This is gonna be starting from behind here. No way to ramp our manas up. It's just. It's the kind of draws that is just. Oh, that's brutal. I should have kept the 3-land hand, huh? Slow as it was, it's not this slow. Oh, and this is a Boros aggro. There's no way we win this matchup with such a slow start. No way. Maybe if I would have got a gate, if I would have got a red gate right off the bat. Turn 4, Gates Ablaze, wipe the board. Could have been good. But we're gonna hit that. We're gonna hit that guild summit. We don't get shit off this, but don't get shit off that. But it's there. I don't want to throw my ram down just yet. I'm gonna take some punishment for it, but a little bit. There's the counter. Oh, brutal. We just don't win this game, boys. We just don't win it. We could come back, but doubtful. Yeah. Yeah, that's almost all my life right there. Oh, and there you are, Growth Spiral. Oh man, mana poor. Could have happened to any deck. Well, 1-1. Not terrible. Not great. Let's see where we can go this time. The first game was an excellent example of how this deck just whoops ass. Against a Reanimator with Agent of Treachery. I mean, I know we got pretty lucky top decking that Leyline of Anticipation when he stole it. I mean, the dude played the right play. You want to take that Anticipation Leyline. He could have shut it down. Well, not shut down, but he could have stalled me pretty good. This isn't bad. Even though it's a turn 4 Teferi, or a turn 4 Gatebreaker Ram, we're going to keep it. We learned our lesson. We're not doing a mulligan. Because Teferi really like saves this hand. Even if we have to play him on turn 4, he can bounce something, draw us a card that we need. Like if we don't get another gate anytime soon, Teferi will help us draw into one, hopefully. Arboreal Grazer, why you gotta do me like that, bud? Could've used you earlier. I mean, right now there's no reason to drop a Grazer. He's just gonna give me a blocker and he has nothing attacking in yet, so we're just gonna save him.
You've never seen anything like this.
Shalile. I'd say that's a pretty good Teferi, right?
You show remorse, I'll show restraint.
Oh, never mind. I forget. That's alright.
It was nothing.
I forgot he doesn't bounce planeswalkers. But that shuts down his counter spells, so we're golden there. Put him at +5. Takes him out of range of Lightning Strike. Maybe if he's got a Lightning Strike and a Shock. Oh yeah. We're definitely bouncing that fool.
I am not making this up as I go.
Oh, do we want to put down a Ram? I think we just want to go with one of these guys and see if we draw into more land. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Good job. Alright. So we have Circuitous Route open next turn. If we lose the Teferi, no big deal. We have Gates Ablaze if things get out of hand. I think we go with a route this turn. Yeah. Counter. Here comes the counter spell. Sinister Sabotage. Oh. That's brutal. I hate counter decks. We're gonna put the Graze out there. Just to help block one of these, just chump block. Piston Fist Cyclops. Wow, never seen anybody play that card. You've got lots of sorcery, huh? Totally fine, even if you shock it, no big deal. And we go for another Circuitous Route. Or put a giant ram on the board. If I do that, if I do this, I can growth spiral. I think that's where we're going here. Don't tell me you got a negate. I mean, not a negate, but a spell pierce or something. Yes. Now you're gonna negate this, right? Yep. That's fine. No big deal. Now we can kill the Piston Fist Cyclops. We can Gates Ablaze next turn and wipe the board. Then Gatebreaker Ram and kill the Sahil. Still can wipe the board. Memory Misket is dead. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think the Gates Ablaze is definitely in order here. Yep. Spell Pierce. I got the mana to counter it if I do. You just fuck, bud. All dead. Now he might shock the Gatebreaker Ram. Might shock the Gatebreaker. Yep. Totally fine though. I got another one. Totally fine. We got another one. And now Gates Ablaze would ensure that we have forever card advantage here. Golos ain't bad. Golos ain't bad. But we don't have the mana to activate him anyway. So we're gonna go ahead and go for the other ram. Next turn we're going for a Circuitous Route. Pump some mana out so we can get Golos down and get him doing Golos things. Countered or not. Oh yeah. The hill's dead. Ooh.
Learn from this.
No more tokens. So we have 7 mana, enough to trigger Golos. Which is amazing. He's saving that one. I mean, I'm tempted to go with a Circuitous Route. We'll find out after this. Ooh, that hurt his vagina right there, buddy. Do we go for a Golos? We can activate him next turn. Go for it. Oh, he doesn't have a counter. That's good. Plaza of Harmony, yes. Boop. Get that little bit of life. Got him. Oh yeah. So, see what we get. Double Cavalier of Gills, huh? Alrighty. I think we got time for one more just because I want to see if I can get this experience. That second match in this event is always the hardest. Because I think you're playing other people that have already won a match. So, you have more tested decks on the second match. Hoo 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 hoo. We got a Gates Ablaze, so we're gonna go for it. I really love having the anticipation early, like on turn 0, but you don't need it. That's the beauty of it. This deck's solid enough without it, but it gives you so much value when you do drop it. So we have a turn 4 Gates Ablaze. Or turn 4 Teferi. Turn 4 Gates Ablaze for 4 damage is pretty good. I might just go for the Teferi for the card draw. Yeah, because I have no gates.
I am not going to see this.
I have no target for Gates Ablaze, so it'd be a waste, right? Of course, stupid. Point out the obvious there, Jason. This looks like a Boros aggro, which is going to give us all kind of value on that Gates Ablaze. Oh yeah, there goes the Teferi. Almost. Yep, there's the Teferi dead. Oh, that's rough. So the 10th district has to die next turn. He's just too big already.
Just let me know if you're up for round 2.
Oh, wait a minute. Things just changed. I could wipe him out,
Stand by and watch.
but instead
Here we go.
I draw a card. Now next turn he will kill my Teferi, but he just burned 2 of his enchantments. No fucking reason. There's that feather. That's what I was waiting for. So he goes in, he kills Teferi. I wipe his feather out.
Meet again.
Yes. Yes. Whoosh. All dead. And Gate Colossus. Value, buddy. So he's got a Dreadhorde Arcanist. He gives up. His feather's gone, and he's had enough. Oh man, some people just can't handle adversity. So, there you have it. Another 200 experience. Happy days, man. So, there it is. DankGates 2020. You've seen it here first. Gates with ley lines, Teferi, and Wilderness Reclamation. Amazing! So, yeah. I'll add the description. I'll add the deck list in the description below. All that good stuff. Thanks for watching. Hit the like, subscribe, leave a comment. I'd like to hear what you think. Yada yada yada. Have a good day. Peace.